one has this gift and another has another gift. It's just fine. It's just fine. It's just okay. And I say to the unmarried and to the widows, it's good for them that if they remain as even as I am, that if they do not have self-control, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. Again, Paul is very realistic. He knows that some people have no problem with remaining single, and for others it's basically impossible. You know, it's so hard for them, so difficult. And then he says, it's better to marry than to continue burning with desire to get married. That's what he says. Maybe there are elders who say, you know, it's your problem. You just go on burning with desire. This year, next year, for the next 5, 10, 20, 50 years. Well, that's not what Paul says. It says it's better to marry than to burn. So this chapter is not saying that everyone should get married. You know, if you just feel fine being single, well, that's fine. You know, you will have more time to serve Yahweh. So it's fine. If you don't feel comfortable, then this chapter says, get married. You know, don't continue to burn, just get married. You know, much better. Each one has his own gift. So that's why, well, it's an error for the Catholic Church to impose celibacy on priests. That's a big, major error. A small minority can handle that, and I would say the vast majority just can't. And because they are forced to continue burning, they do all kinds of wickedness. All kinds of wickedness. That is now in the, let's say, in the press, in the news media, and it seems to be worldwide. You know, it's not limited to just one country. It's all over the place. Verses 10 and 11. 1 Corinthians 7, verses 10 and 11.
And to the married I command, not I, but the master. A wife should not separate from a husband.
Ay, should not marry, but...
And verse 11.
But if she is indeed separated, let her remain unmarried, or be restored to favor with her husband, and let husband not send away a wife.
So, he says, not I, but the master, referring to Master Yeshua. This is something that Yeshua himself said. Well, maybe not exactly with these precise words, but this was something that Yeshua said, maybe with slightly different wording. A wife should not separate from a husband. And then verse 11, let the husband not send away a wife. He's realistic. Even though this should not happen, he knows that sometimes it does happen, or has happened already, maybe before he even wrote this letter to the Corinthians, because remember, the Corinthians had lots of problems. So there was a congregation with immense problems. So maybe, probably, there were brethren who, married brethren in the faith, who were separated from each other. A situation existing probably before he even wrote his letter to that congregation. Well then, so let her remain unmarried or be restored to favor with her husband. As we will see in a while, Paul is speaking here about married couples where both are Torah believers. Again, he says, not I, but the master is commanding this. So what did the master, what did Joshua teach about sending or putting away your wife or husband? Let's go to Matthew 5:31. Matthew 5:31.
And it has been said, whoever puts away his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce.
It has been said, and not only has it been said, it has been written in Deuteronomy. Let's read Deuteronomy 24 verses 1 to 4.